I'm Anton.
How many times do I have to tell you? You're disturbing the lesson! There are things you can and can't do in class. Do you not understand that? What's with that attitude? Are you going to talk back to your teacher?
We can't control our coughs, can we?
Huh? Did anyone just complain? The teachers at my middle school is very strict about our attitudes. And we often have to stop mid-lesson with the smallest things. Today, the teacher got really angry just because one of the boys in my class coughed during class. Okay, the class is nice and quiet now. Let's start from where we left off. My name is Asai, and I'm a teacher working at this middle school. This school, Kataragi Middle School, is one of the most prestigious private schools in the country. And the tuition is very expensive. Each student pays 30,000 every year to come here. Many of the students feel like they should be treated extra nicely, probably because they pay a lot to the school. Hey, you two over there! You should keep quiet in the halls, understood? Most of them come from very affluent families, which makes the situation worse. These kids nowadays do not have manners! Today is the day of the monthly meeting where all teachers gather to talk. So I boldly pointed out the problem of this school. The students at this school especially lacks concentration, most likely because they're all spoiled at home.
Yes, I completely agree. They tell me to speak up and tease me about my voice being small during class. It is our priority to focus on their emotional growth rather than their academics, or they could hurt our school reputation. Although they're still young kids, many of them use brand bags, wallets, and even pencil cases.
Yes, definitely. We should all gear up as the teachers of this school. They think they're better than us just because they're rich. We'll teach them a lesson. Like this, the teachers got together and all agreed to work hard to make this school a better place.
No elbows on the desk! The teachers kept on being strict with our attitudes and behaviors during class. Oops, sorry. That's why you have bad posture, understood? Before you start studying, you must think about your posture.
Hey you! You just yawned, huh? That proves how sloppy you kids are nowadays. First of all, you lack in determination and...
Oh no, the lesson stopped again. This was a normal day in our school life. One day...
Huh? I don't remember having him in my class. I realized that there was a very nerdy kid in my homeroom. He nearly had no presence in my class that I barely realized him being there. Hey you! Look at your long hair. It makes you look even sloppier.
Huh? Me?
Who else do you think I'm talking to? Make sure you cut your hair by tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And one day, while we were having our lesson...
Alright, we're stopping our lesson here.
Again? The teacher stopped mid-lesson again.
I'm about to lose my temper. Wataru, do you have any idea why I'm angry?
Huh? Me? I guess I made him angry again without realizing. The reason you're angry, But I really had no idea why he was angry.
It's obviously because the button on your sleeves are about to fall off.
What?
You're being sloppy again. You should be more disciplined as a student of this school.
When I checked, my button was loose on my sleeves. But that's all? I'll make sure to ask my mother to fix it for me as soon as I get home, sir. But...
I don't want any excuses. You should go home now. Leave the class.
The teacher yelled at me, looking furious. Huh? Am I supposed to go home?
Where else are you supposed to go to? You're disrupting the discipline of the school by not following the dress code. Leave, now.
But Are you sure I can go home now?
Yes, I just told you to.
I was too stunned to speak, but... Are you sure you won't regret it? If I stopped coming to school?
Obviously I won't. You're corrupting the school discipline. Just leave already.
I'll leave now as you insist.
What a kid he is. Alright, now that he's left, we're resuming the lesson. Losing one boring student shouldn't be a big deal. The other students must have learned a lesson too.
A few days later. Here, Mr. Anton. Since that day, I stopped going to school and decided to help my family with their farming business. They were struggling to get enough hands. And at this time of the season, we were especially busy harvesting the crops, and we've hired some handymen as well. Are you sure everything's going fine, Wataru? You've been skipping school a lot lately. Oh, about that. Mr. Anton seemed to be worried about me and my education. Your mother's been worrying. If you want anyone to talk to, you can always count on me. No, I'm fine. The school should contact me very soon. I knew that everything would be fine.
Okay, I'll be taking attendance. What? Kitajima and Yamanashi are absent. Those kids. I have to talk to them when they come to school next time. I thought that they just coincidentally got sick on the same day at first, but on the next day. Yoshihara and Saito are also absent today. It was clear that the number of absences were increasing. Is it the flu? But it wasn't just our class. What? What the hell is going on?
A month later, almost a month had passed since I stopped going to school.
It's a hot day as usual.
Yeah, it's getting real hot. Then the phone at home rang. Oh, I guess it's about time. I answered the phone. Hello, it's Sakuramoto speaking.
We need your help. Without you, our school is...
Apparently, it was Mr. Asai calling.
So, this equation is... After Wataru stops coming to school, the other students also stops coming one after another. And a week later, there were only 3 students per class who came to school. What is happening to the other kids?
It's obvious, right? Without Wataru. Yeah.
Wataru? Are they talking about that nerd? I really had no idea what they were referring to. And another week later, it happened. There's no one! None of the students were present at school.
It's already been a week since the students stopped coming to school. What should we do? Do you think they're boycotting?
Not our problem. They're the ones who are gonna suffer in the future for not coming to school. Just leave them be. But... Hey! What is going on? There's absolutely no one here! The students, they're all gone! The headmaster suddenly came in after so many days. Actually, we have no idea what they didn't like about the school, but the students stopped coming all of a sudden. Well, it shouldn't be a big deal. They were all too lacking to come to this school. We don't want those stupid kids, do we? The tuition? Huh? They're all going to stop paying for the tuition if this continues! Remember, we're a private school! Don't forget that your salary comes from the tuition they pay for our school! What the hell are you thinking? About that. Why? Why are the students not coming to school? Go find the reason why they stopped coming! The students were talking about something that I didn't really understand. I explained what I've heard from the students to the headmaster. It's obvious, right? Without Wataru.
Yeah.
And one of the last students who came to school was saying something like that. That must be it! Call Wataru right away and beg so that he'll come back to school! Right now, the fate of this school depends on Wataru! Yes, sir. So, after you stopped coming to school, all of the other students also stopped coming and... I thought so. I knew that this was all gonna happen. I'm sorry I said something so rude to you. Could you please come back to school? Okay, I'll go back right away. Yes, thank you, Wataru. After the call... Long time no see, mister. What's this? When we were waiting in front of the school gates to welcome Wataru back, we saw the other students coming back as well behind Wataru. So, they all really stopped coming to school because Wataru wasn't here. What is going on? What makes you so influential? I was tutoring the students. You tutored them? It's all because you teachers stop mid-lesson all the time.
We get to learn nothing from you!
Oh, right. Many of the students were struggling to understand the material covered during the lesson. Hey, Wataru, can I ask a question? Sure, let me see. Everyone began coming to me when they had a question regarding the lesson material. I was helping many of the students one after another. So, you use this equation and get the answer. You can also text me privately whenever you have lessons. I'll reply to all of them when I have time. And about a year ago, I started having tutoring lessons after school. And I got to know that it was not just us who had trouble learning new material. The other grades were also suffering from a similar problem. So I designed a curriculum for each grade and each academic level, creating my original textbooks and tests for the students. And one day... Yes, I passed! I passed the exam! I succeeded in helping my senior get into their dream school, and I got famous for my achievements. I've heard that some of the students chose to come to this school just to be tutored by me. We come to school to study! Our parents aren't paying our high tuitions just so we can learn about manners and the right way to greet someone.
Yes! You're wasting our time teaching us things that are completely unrelated to academics!
I agree.
Yeah!
Yeah, definitely. Oh, God. Sir, we all have a dream. We're here to achieve our dreams. We came here to study hard and to learn hard at this school. But the curriculum of this school was very different from what we expected. So we had to cooperate with each other to change the situation. I didn't know that. I suddenly became embarrassed of myself. It turned out that none of the students were spoiled. They're actually very independent and already planning for their future. This incident made the headlines. Our curriculum was considered problematic by the education committee, and the headmaster was fired. All the teachers were also fired, and it was decided that new teachers would take their places.
We are very sorry.
I see. So you're going back to school, huh? Yep. Thanks for being there for me, Mr. Anton. I'll come to help once in a while. Alrighty. Hey, I have a question. Can you help me out? Sure. I'll start anew at a different school. This time, I'm going to be a great teacher who would support the students achieve their dreams.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Come back again for more, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.